Welcome back to Top Coin. What if I told you that a simple quarter from 1965 could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? That a coin you might have in your pocket right now could change your life? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the history, secrets, and market value of the legendary 1965 US quarter. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we have to go back to 1965, a time of major change in American coinage. Before 1965, U.S. quarters were made of 90% silver. But due to the rising price of silver and economic concerns, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision: quarters would no longer be struck in silver. Instead, they switched to a copper-nickel clad composition, the same material used for quarters today. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Coinage Act of 1965, officially removing silver from quarters and dimes. This led to mass production of the 1965 quarter. But here's where things get interesting. During the transition, a small number of 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on silver planchets left over from 1964. These rare errors are what collectors dream of finding today. So, how much is a 1965 quarter worth today? It depends. If it's the standard copper-nickel version, it's worth face value, just 25 cents. But if you find one of the rare silver quarters, you could be looking at a payday of $5,000 to $10,000 or more at auction. Now, let's talk about how you can tell if your 1965 quarter is a rare silver error. Here's what to look for. The edge test. Regular 1965 quarters have a copper-colored edge. But silver quarters will have a solid silver edge with no copper stripe. Weight check. A normal 1965 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. But a silver quarter weighs around 6.25 grams. A simple scale can help you determine the difference. Sound test. Silver quarters have a distinct, high-pitched ring when dropped compared to the dull sound of a clad quarter. Over the years, collectors have paid huge sums for rare 1965 quarters. In 2019, one sold for over $7,000. And as demand for rare coins grows, prices keep climbing. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coin jars, your pocket change, even that old stash of coins your grandparents left behind. You never know, you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Who knows? Your next big treasure hunt might just start in your pocket. Have you ever looked at the change in your pocket and wondered if you're holding a small fortune? Well, you just might be. Today, we're diving into the history, market value, and rare versions of the 1971 U.S. quarter that could be worth thousands of dollars. So, stick around, because you don't want to miss this. The U.S. quarter has been a crucial part of American currency since 1796, but the 1971 quarter holds a unique place in history. After the Coinage Act of 1965, the U.S. Mint removed silver from quarters, shifting to a copper-nickel composition. By 1971, these quarters were fully clad, replacing the previous 90% silver coins. But why does this particular year stand out? Let's find out. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced quarters at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. While the Philadelphia and Denver quarters were meant for circulation, the San Francisco quarters were produced as proofs, highly detailed collector's coins. But here's where things get interesting. Errors and rare variations make some of these quarters extremely valuable. Not all 1971 quarters are created equal. Some have rare errors that drive up their value significantly. Here are the top error coins to watch for. Off-center strikes. If your 1971 quarter was struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing or misaligned, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to over $1,000, depending on severity. Double die obverse, DDO. Some 1971 quarters show doubling in the text, such as Liberty or In God We Trust. These can be valued at over $2,000. No mint mark proof error. Proof coins were only struck in San Francisco with an S mint mark. If you find a proof-style quarter without a mint mark, you could be holding a highly valuable minting mistake. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1971 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from previous years. These can fetch up to $10,000 or more. So, how much is your 1971 quarter really worth? Well, Common circulated versions are typically worth face value, around 25 cents. However, if you have a high-grade uncirculated quarter, it could be worth anywhere from $10 to $50. Now, if you have an error coin or a rare proof, you could be looking at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In recent auctions, some rare 1971 quarters have sold for over $10,000. The value depends on condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Wondering if you have a valuable 1971 quarter? Here's what to do. Check the mint mark, look under the date. If it's from San Francisco, it could be a proof coin. Examine the details. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the letters or misalignment. Weigh the coin. A standard clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams. But if your coin weighs more, it might be a silver planchet error. Get it graded. The best way to know your coin's value is to have it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC.so. Before you spend that 1971 quarter, take a close look. It could be worth far more than 25 cents. Who knows? You might have a hidden treasure in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more coin and collectible discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of the 1974 US quarter dollar, its history, its hidden value, and the rare variants that collectors are willing to pay big money for. Stay tuned because you might just have a fortune sitting right under your nose. Before we talk about the value of the 1974 quarter, let's take a quick trip back in time. The United States quarter, or 25-cent piece, has been around since 1796, but the design we recognize today was introduced in 1932, featuring none other than George Washington himself. The 1974 quarter was minted as part of the Washington Quarter series, designed by John Flanagan. The coin was produced at 3 different mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; and San Francisco, S Mint Mark. These coins were struck in a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, unlike pre-1965 quarters, which contained 90% silver. Now, let's talk about the exciting part. How much is a 1974 quarter worth today? For most circulated 1974 quarters, their value remains at face value, just 25 cents. However, some rare variants and error coins have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auctions. A regular 1974 quarter in uncirculated condition can be worth between $5 and $10. A 1974 D quarter in mint state, MS65 or higher, can fetch anywhere from $50 to $100. A rare variety or error coin, such as the 1974 D double die obverse, can go for over $1,000 depending on its condition. But wait, there's more to the 1974 quarter than meets the eye. Some rare errors and variants make these coins extremely valuable to collectors. Let's look at the top 3 most valuable errors. 1974 D double die obverse. This error features noticeable doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust. If you find one, you could be looking at a coin worth over $1,000. 1974 off-center strike. If the design is misaligned and missing parts of the lettering, collectors will pay big money for it. These can range from $50 to over $500 depending on how extreme the error is. 1974 quarter on a silver planchet. Now, this is the holy grail. A few 1974 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover silver blanks from 1964. If you find one, it could be worth over $10,000 or more. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable quarters? Follow these steps. Look for a mint mark. Check under the tail of the eagle on the reverse. If it has a D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, it might be more valuable. Use a magnifying glass. Look closely for any doubling on the lettering. Weigh your coin. A regular 1974 quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If yours is heavier, around 6.25 grams, it might be a silver planchet error and worth a fortune. Compare with online listings. Check auction sites and professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC to see if your coin matches rare varieties. If you think you've struck gold with a rare 1974 quarter, where should you sell it? Here are the best options: coin shops. Local dealers can give you an instant offer, but be sure to shop around for the best price. Online marketplaces, websites like eBay, Etsy, and coin collector forums allow you to sell directly to buyers. Auction houses. For high-value coins, consider major auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers for top-dollar grading services. To maximize your coin's value, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC before selling. And there you have it, the 1974 U.S. quarter, a simple coin with a surprising story. Check your change, dig through your old piggy banks, and who knows, you might just be holding a hidden treasure worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin stories. Let us know in the comments, do you have a 1974 quarter in your collection? Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever wondered if the 1977 quarter dollar hiding in your pocket change could be worth a fortune? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and market value of the 1977 United States quarter. By the end of this video, you might just find yourself checking every quarter you come across. Let's get started. The 1977 quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, has an interesting history. This coin belongs to the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932, originally introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. These coins were initially made with 90% silver, but by 1965, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition, which is the same material used in the 1977 version. The 1977 quarter was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. Proof coins. But did you know that some of these quarters can be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around to find out how. Alright, before you go digging through your change, let's talk about what makes a 1977 quarter valuable. The key factors include mint mark condition, grading, errors and rare varieties mint marks, and their importance. The Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, produced over 468 million quarters. The Denver Mint, D mint mark, produced around 256 million. At the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, made 3.25 million proof coins, which were sold to collectors and never meant for circulation. Condition and grading. If you have a circulated 1977 quarter, it's generally worth face value unless it has an error. A mint state, MS 65 or higher, quarter with a nice, bright luster can be worth $10 to $40. But if you're lucky enough to find a coin graded MS 67 or higher, it could fetch over $1,000 at an auction. Rare errors and high-value coins off-center strikes. If the design is not fully centered, it can be worth $50 to $500. Double die obverse, DDO. If the text or George Washington's image appears doubled, it can go for $300 to $2,000, depending on the severity. Clipped planchet, a coin with a missing section due to a cutting error, can bring in $100 to $500. Full step details and high luster coins. These can reach thousands of dollars if the condition is flawless. Now, let's talk big money. How much are collectors willing to pay for a 1977 quarter? A regular circulated 1977 quarter is only worth 25 cents to $1. A mint state MS 65 quarter can sell for $30 to $80. An MS 67 quarter from the Philadelphia Mint was sold at auction for over $1,500. A Denver Mint MS 67 quarter fetched around $1,200. The San Francisco proof coins, if in pristine condition, can go for $100 to $500 at the record sale for a 1977 quarter. A flawless MS 68 coin sold for a whopping $4,000 at auction. That's insane for a quarter that originally had a face value of just 25 cents. So, how can you get your hands on a valuable 1977 quarter? Check your pocket change. Many rare quarters are still in circulation. Visit local coin shops and flea markets. Some sellers may not realize they have a valuable coin. Search through bank rolls. Many collectors buy rolls of quarters from banks and search for rare coins. Look at online auctions. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions list rare quarters all the time. And remember, always verify your coin's condition and consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC if you believe it's a high-value piece. There you have it, coin enthusiasts. The 1977 quarter might just be a hidden gem in your collection. Who knew that a simple 25-cent coin could be worth thousands? If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries. Also, drop a comment below if you have a 1977 quarter and let us know what condition it's in. Maybe you're sitting on a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of the 2004 US quarter dollar. You might have some of these coins lying around, but did you know some of them could be worth thousands of dollars? Stick around to find out the hidden gems in your pocket change. The 2004 US quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was launched to celebrate each state's unique heritage, and in 2004, 5 states were honored: Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, and Wisconsin. These quarters were minted in Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S., with proof versions available in silver and clad compositions. Each 2004 quarter has its own distinctive design on the reverse. Michigan features the Great Lakes and the state outline. Florida showcases a Spanish galleon, a space shuttle, and palm trees, symbolizing its maritime history in NASA's Kennedy Space Center. Texas displays the iconic Lone Star with an outline of the state. Iowa features a one-room schoolhouse representing education and rural life. Wisconsin, one of the most famous, depicting a cow, cheese, and an ear of corn. But here's where things get interesting. There's a rare error on some Wisconsin quarters that makes them extremely valuable. The Wisconsin quarter is one of the most sought-after error coins in this series. Some of these quarters have an extra leaf on the ear of corn, creating 2 distinct varieties. The high-leaf variety, the low-leaf variety. These errors were likely caused by a die clash during minting, and collectors are willing to pay huge sums for these rare coins. In high-grade condition, they can sell for $300 to over $3,000. Other valuable 2004 quarters include proof silver quarters, especially in PR70 deep cameo condition. Mint state quarters graded MS68 or higher quarters with off-center strikes, double dies, and missing clad layers. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2004 quarter? Here's what you need to do. Check the mint mark. P and D are common, but proof coins from San Francisco, S, and silver are more valuable. Inspect for errors. Look closely at the Wisconsin quarter for that extra leaf. Condition matters. Coins in uncirculated condition, MS65 or higher, fetch the highest prices. Weigh the coin. Silver-proof quarters weigh more than regular ones, about 6.25 grams. You can also get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true market value. Now, let's talk money. Some of the most valuable 2004 quarters ever sold include a 2004 D Wisconsin Extra Leaf High Quarter graded MS68 sold $4,600. A 2004 S Silver-proof quarter in PR70 Deep Cameo has sold for over $1,000. Regular 2004 quarters in high grades, MS68, MS69, can fetch hundreds of dollars. So, before you spend your 2004 quarters, take a closer look. You might be holding a small fortune. And there you have it, the hidden value of the 2004 US quarter. Whether you're a collector or just someone curious about coins, always check your pocket change. You never know what treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more numismatic content, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Have you found a rare 2004 quarter? Let us know in the comments below. Have you ever checked your loose change and wondered if a simple quarter could be worth more than 25 cents? What if I told you that some 2015 US quarters have been sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars? In this video, we'll dive into the fascinating history of the 2015 quarter dollar, explore its significance, and reveal the hidden gems that could be sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned because you might just be holding on to a fortune. The US quarter, first introduced in 1796, has undergone many changes in design and composition. In 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series featuring national parks and historic sites across the United States. The 2015 quarters are part of this series, and they honor 5 incredible locations: Homestead National Monument of America, Nebraska; Kisatchie National Forest, Louisiana; Blue Ridge Parkway, North Carolina; Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge, Delaware; Saratoga National Historical Park, New York. Each of these quarters represents a piece of American history and culture. The unique designs and limited mintage make some of them highly collectible. But did you know that certain error coins and special editions can be worth a lot more? Keep watching as we uncover their hidden value. Now, let's talk about what makes some 2015 quarters incredibly valuable. There are three key factors to consider: mint mark, condition, and errors. Mint marks, quarters minted in Philadelphia, are marked with a P. Denver minted quarters have a D. San Francisco quarters have an S and are often proof coins, which are shinier and mint for collectors. Condition, grading system. Coins are graded from poor P1 to mint state MS70. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A perfect MS70 graded 2015 quarter can be worth several $100s. Rare errors and variations. Some 2015 quarters were struck with mistakes that make them incredibly rare. Here are a few to look for. Double die errors. Letters or images appear duplicated. Off-center strikes. Parts of the coin's design are missing due to misalignment. Missing clad layer. Some coins were struck without their outer metal layer, giving them a unique coppery look. Die cracks. Small cracks in the metal caused by worn-out minting equipment. So, how much can these coins actually be worth? Let's break it down. Common 2015 quarters, regular circulation 25 cents to $1. High grade, MS65 or higher $10, $50. Proof coins, San Francisco Mint, deep cameo finish $30. $100. Rare errors, such as double dies or missing layers $100. $1,000 plus, record sale. One of the rarest 2015 error quarters sold at auction for over $1,500. Can you imagine finding one in your pocket change? If you think you've found a rare 2015 quarter, here's where you can sell it or buy more for your collection. Online marketplaces, eBay, heritage auctions, great collections. Local coin shops and pawn shops, coin shows and conventions, third-party grading services, PCGS and NGC for official certification and grading. Who knew that a simple 2015 quarter could be worth so much? Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, always keep an eye on your change. You never know when you might strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable quarter. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.